Hey, what up? Just want to go over something that I didn't want to go over, um, but I'm going to let it play.
I asked if he wanted more children. And he said that his wife, Vanessa, really wanted to try again for a boy, but was sort of jokingly concerned that it would be another girl. And I was like, 4 girls, are you joking? Like, what would you think? How would you feel? And without hesitation, he said, I would have 5 more girls if I could. I'm a girl dad. When it came to sports, he said that his oldest daughter was an accomplished volleyball player and that the youngest was a toddler, so TBD. But that middle one, he said, that middle one was a monster. She's a beast. She's better than I was at her age. She's got it. That middle one, of course, was Gigi.
I actually didn't want to do any videos on this. Uh, whew. But as we all know, Kobe Bryant passed away at 41 years old in a helicopter crash, and his daughter was with him and her friends and their parents and the pilot. Oh man. But just seen the girl dad hashtag going through, and I was like, I seen all the dads post with their girl, and I'm a new dad. And, dang. But just thinking about what fatherhood means, and I'm so new to it, but I also know the importance of it. Oh, and my wife coaches, and she has a special relationship with a lot of the girls on the team, and I see the girls on the team, and I see them with their dads after the game. And growing up, my dad he was incarcerated, so I really didn't have a male role model growing up. But I understand. I realize the power of a dad just in the life of a child, and a girl dad having an impact that is something that you can't wrap your hands around. And so kind of seeing some of the stuff that went on, I don't know what Silicon Valley's up there. All right, that's what's supposed to be up there. God. But yeah, the power of a dad and a girl dad, and I'm so new to this, and just kind of what this loss means to me, and it kind of puts it in perspective for me in a way where I can really embrace the relationship, that the father-daughter relationship, like to see and hear stories of how Kobe was just enamored with his relationship with his daughter is like, that jumped out to me. I was like, man, like it's good to hear someone else like Kobe, like someone that we look up to, have a mindset like that. Because unfortunately, I hear a lot of people. We have a bad. Actually, no, it is a lot of people. Black culture, white culture, just this is not all dads, but unfortunately, a lot of dads, they have a lot of negative thoughts when it comes to their daughter, and I never had that. Like, even when people were asking, like, what do you want, a boy or girl? You want a boy, right? I was like, nah, I kind of want a daughter. And they'll look at me kind of crazy. I'm like, dude, like, women are the ones that need to actually run the world, because they have a lot more compassion, a lot more, they're just a lot more nurturing, and they actually lead with everyone in mind. And so for me, it wasn't a hard thing that I took when I found out I was having a daughter. I was like ecstatic about it. But a lot of guys, they feel like having a daughter is oh, you get you a gun. You know what those boys want, because they were once boys. And I was just it was so refreshing to hear hear her stories and hear these stories about him and his daughter. I'm just like, damn, that shit is dope, because I felt the same way. Like, I see my daughter, I'm like, oh, baby girl, da, da, da. And people are like, oh, she's crying, she doesn't like people. I'm like, yeah, she all right. Like, I'm letting her do her. And I don't know, like, just to hear these stories, it reinforces my it reinforces the feelings that I have of like being proud to be a girl dad. So I'm glad this hashtag kind of came about, and it's good to see a lot of dads post it, because what's funny is I'm seeing dads who have girls, and I've never seen them post their daughter's picture like this. And I was just like, okay, like, just because it's kind of hot right now that people are doing it. But even if that's the case, like, it's good to see that, because some some celebrities or some athletes, I didn't even know they had kids, and to see their kids, I'm like, oh, that's dope. Like, this loss is bringing out, the best in the men. It's like, yo, these are our babies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing better in the world. Is some of the hashtags I was seeing. It's a tough loss, but I'm grateful for the pouring of love that has came out of this, and it makes me love me and my daughter's relationship. She is knocked out right now. Let me show you. Look at her. Okay. I was told not to be having all kind of bad images of her. Like, y'all, Eddie, you be getting her with you be getting bad angles on her. I was like, I mean, she's a baby. I don't know what bad angles look like, but I understand you don't want to shoot from the ground up, and I be taking selfies. They be this low, and the baby's in my arm, and I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I can't help that. But just seeing the girl dad hashtag trend, and seeing all these dads proud of their girls, and it's just something that spoke to me. I was like, man, this is dope. I'm actually in a few groups on Facebook. They're like father-daughter groups, and so I see this stuff all the time from other people, but now I'm starting to see it from like people that I know, and it just kind of like touched me in a way where I was just like, like, I feel like I want to say something. I haven't posted a lot on Kobe. I just kind of repost and share things. But every time I look at my phone, man, like I start tearing up and crying, because I'll see a picture of his daughter when she was playing basketball, and he was there clapping, cheering her on, and it's tough. But I do. I just wanted to kind of speak on the girl dad hashtag, because I like social media this way. I like social media when everyone kind of comes together. Like, I just seen like a whole bunch of groups just kind of come together and share their memories, and like this outpour of support for Kobe's family, and to mourn the loss of someone who meant a lot to people who, not even people who were even athletes, just to people who followed a career. Because we watch sports anytime the final, Super Bowl, March Madness, anytime that's on, it's either on the TV in the room you're in, or someone's talking about it at work or somewhere. So celebrities are just kind of they're around us, and so when we lose someone who's so big and so impactful in the world, to see everyone kind of like drop their guard, and to kind of like, oh man, this is sad, and to see people like at the Staples Center and see what the NBA teams are doing. Like my team, the Mavs, Cuban said he was retiring 8-24. like that's dope. Like it's like there's a brotherhood in sports, and it's coming together everywhere. Getting emotional again, but thank you to all the people who share the hashtag girldad and RIP Mamba. Seeing your support of someone that was a role model to me, it kind of, I don't know, it made me feel good. I was like, oh, okay, a lot of people, not just the guys that I know, respect Kobe. A lot of women that I didn't even know watch basketball, and they were sharing their stories about him and how his Mamba mentality of him being efficient, but being a workaholic. Like, he's an efficient workaholic, that Mamba mentality, all of that. I was just like, oh, that's dope to hear their side of it, and to be connected in that way. It was refreshing. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you.